What's going on, everyone? Logan Stern here, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, it's been a long day. A little bit tired. I had work this morning, went home and slept for a while, went shopping, just filled out some stuff, updated my job resume because I'm gonna be looking for a new job soon, which I'm gonna talk about in a little bit. But essentially, guys, I just decided, I'm really gonna be focusing on making these YouTube videos, getting them out no matter what. So I'm gonna film this video tonight, but essentially, I just want to talk about my reflection and recap on this semester, the fall 2021 semester of my sophomore year in college. Just talk about, how I did overall with grades, different areas of my life, just go over all them, what I did well, what I need to do better, just what I accomplished, what I failed on, just like what I'm going to do and what my plan is to get even better next semester and keep working forward with my life and purpose. But first things first, I'm gonna talk about my grades. So grades, if you're wondering, I'm pretty much mostly taking like science classes because I'm a bio major for my undergrad for physical therapy school. But my grades, they're better than they were first semester freshman year. I will say that off the bat. I haven't mentioned it a bit. My first semester freshman year grades, they weren't horrible, but I ended up getting mostly B's. I got I think 1 or 2 A's, and I got a C in physics, which was a hard class, but I could have worked a lot harder, right? I kind of slacked off a bit because that's a lot of freshmen do. They are not used to the freedom and they slack off a lot. So as a result, my GPA did suffer a little bit. It's not bad, it's over 3.0, but I want to get closer to 3.5 or 3.6 for PT school. So my grades were better than last semester, but that's how they were. Additionally, I met new people at school. I had met some people in my classes. I met this one. I'll probably tell stories about this in the future. I met this one really interesting kind of girl in some of my classes. I wasn't dating or anything, but she was just a funny person. I'll probably tell stories about her in the future. But I met some memorable people, right? Made some friends in my classes. I'm in this church group called Young Life. Great people. And I've also really been trying to focus on getting closer to God too. Additionally, I'm gonna get into my stuff, what I could have done better. I'm gonna kind of go over all these areas too, but I did keep reading the Bible every day a little bit, just praying, just staying active, just trying to learn more about the will of God in my life, how I can incorporate that in my everyday life. But that's how I did as far as that goes. What else is there? Work. So I've been working at IHOP the past few months. I'm gonna be getting a new job soon. Again, I'm gonna go into this later, but I became a server and I gained some skills as a server. I gained more talking skills, I guess, serving people, just more variety in my work skills, I guess. But I was able to do that, so that was pretty good. And as far as wondering how lifting, bodybuilding went, I did pretty good with that, honestly. I put a lot of size on. I got a lot stronger in some of my lifts. Right now, my squat, as far as reps, it's probably the best it's ever been, at the most weights ever been. Yesterday I hit 245 for 21 reps. I didn't quite hit depth, but I've been really consistent with training the past month. I'll get into that again later, but as far as my lifts though, I'm doing better on new exercises, the best I've ever been, and I put a lot of muscle on. Bulk's going great, so I'm happy with how that's going. But those are essentially the big things I think I did good on. So now I'm gonna get in the part where I'm gonna really just honestly, I'm gonna kind of talk about what I could have done better on and what I want to do next semester to keep improving my life. And I know some people might just think I'm gonna be honest, I might be a little hard on myself in this part and some parts, but I think it's good to be hard on yourself to an extent. I think a lot of people in today's comfort culture, they're too afraid to be hard on themselves. They want to just be soft. And the thing is, if you don't set high standards for yourself, you're never gonna accomplish high things in life. But let's get into it. So I want to say I just kind of talked about how my grades were good. I did get closer to God. I met new people and I made gains, but ultimately the truth is I'm proud I did this stuff, but I didn't get to where I want to be. I didn't reach my goals, and I feel I could have. And the honest truth is that I feel I didn't go all out with my work. I feel I could have worked a bit harder and literally just gotten them if I just worked a little bit harder. If I worked a lot harder, I'd be a whole different level. And the thing is though, is that I did not reach my goals, but I'm not gonna look at it in a bad way. I'm gonna look at it and say, you know what? I put this much effort in. If I put a little more in, I could have done better. See what that means? That means I have great opportunity for growth. That means that this next semester I need to learn from my mistakes. I just made a video on this, don't regret things from the past, but I just need to learn from my mistakes and just grow from them. And ultimately I'm gonna get a lot better just by working a little harder. If I work a lot harder, just a little bit harder every day, just like 5% more, 5% more, I'll be a whole different level. I feel like that's what everyone they can do. They often will find they fall just a little bit short of their goals. They just work a little harder, they can get it. If they work a little harder, then a little harder, it adds up over time. They go to a whole different level. I'm no special person, but that's just what I think I could have done. But now I'm gonna kind of like go into different areas of my life and more in depth, like what I'm gonna do to improve it. But I wanna say off the bat too, like I said, I didn't really reach all my goals to get where I want to be, but I've had a lot of struggles this semester. I'm not trying to make excuses, guys, but I'm just trying to say, you know, that things get hard and you have to keep that in account, but you have to just move forward and not be a victim to it. At the beginning of the semester, like one of the first few weeks of school, I pretty much completely had my car like stripped away from me out of nowhere. I lost my car. I've mentioned before, I made a whole video on this, but my spark plugs were bad in the engine. I had to get rid of the car because of that, and I pretty much lost my car, so I didn't have a reliable means of like transportation long ways. So I was borrowing cars, getting rides to my roommate to a lot of places, or just walking. Honestly, it isn't the worst thing in the world, but the truth is I'm like 20 years old, like 20 and a half years old. I need to get a car. I need to be a sustainable, sufficient adult, so I need to get a car. So I am actually going to be getting a new car soon, like in the next month. But essentially, another one I had, another big struggle was I just had a lot of workload, just a busy schedule. I was taking 17 credits of classes, mostly science classes, and like 2 labs. One of the labs was a lot of work. I had to draw a lot of pictures, and I might talk about what happened with that on the final. I'm a little pissed off about that. But anyways, I was doing a lot of classes, and additionally, I was working on the weekends for the majority of the time. Once it got later in the semester, I didn't get to work a lot, and I got cut a lot sometimes, but I was working a lot. And then I also was training a lot, like training 5 days a week, doing my bodybuilding. So that's another thing I'd add into it, along with like stretching and mobility time. I put in that just to stay healthy. And eating takes time too. So bodybuilding takes a good amount of time too. On top of this, I need to have a social life. I'll admit too, like I'm gonna talk about this, I didn't have the most like active social life in the world, but I did like go to Young Life. I did have friends I talked to and people I met outside of classes, and my roommate I'm good friends with. So that takes time too, right? So I had a lot on my plate. But another big thing that happened too was the end of the semester. The last month was just absolutely brutal. Like probably like first week in November till literally just a couple days ago was absolutely brutal. Let me get water real quick. Basically, began like, I'm not sure exactly what day, I got COVID, and I basically had to stay in my apartment and not leave for like 10 days unless I absolutely had to get something. So I couldn't go to the gym during that time, and I couldn't go to class. And additionally, like COVID, I kind of talked about, wasn't the worst thing in the world as far as like a coughing goes, but I just felt super tired. If you ever had this like feeling like where you don't want to do literally anything, you just want to lay in bed, do nothing, just stare at the ceiling, that's what it was like for me. I just want to stay in bed and just think about random bullshit. I didn't want to do any work when I had COVID. That's what it was like. And I already had like a lot of stuff to catch up on, so I got even further behind in school because of that, and I was just tired. I slept a lot too. I did finally get myself to work, but it was a lot harder during COVID. Once that was done, I had to catch up real quick, and I had like about a week, no, I had Thanksgiving break actually. So I went up to Phoenix for like a week, and that was really nice. Got to just hang out with my family and chill out. But after that, I had to go back and just work like crazy the last 2 weeks of school. And I had to get a lot of stuff done, not this last week, but the week before, because I went elk hunting last weekend. I had to make sure I got a lot of finals and stuff done before I went elk hunting, so I did that. Then I went elk hunting, which again is fun, but elk hunting is not easy. I was hiking around like 5 to 10 miles a day, waking up at 4 in the morning, super exhausted, just extremely fatigued. So I did that, and then I came home and I had to finish my last 2 finals. So I was all spent a lot of time studying, had to catch up a lot, had to just do a lot of work. There were a lot of late nights, and I'll be honest, like some almost sleepless nights where I was only sleeping a couple hours per night. My sleep schedule was so jacked up by the end of the semester. The way it actually worked is I usually would sleep twice a day. I kind of did like a biphasic sleep pattern, which I've done before in the past. It was good at times if you can actually do it right, but the way I was doing is I would like sleep anywhere during these 2 sessions, like as far as like sleep goes, like 1 to a couple hours to all the way up to like 6 to 7 hours. Like there were some nights I was getting, some like 24-hour periods I was getting a lot, some I wasn't. It was just what I had to do, guys, because I had a lot of work to do, and like, especially the last few days before I went elk hunting, I had to do a crap ton of finals, and those were some miserable days, I'll be honest. But I got it done, guys, and you know what? Like, I kind of like talked about how my grades weren't really what I wanted them to be. I could have worked just a little bit harder. Like, ultimately, yeah, my grades, I could have, I'm not actually talking about my grades now too with this, kind of mingling. My grades, I could have worked just a little bit harder. I like, throughout the semester, there was a lot of time I spent like just falling for instant gratification, just playing on my phone. And I could have been using that time to study, worked a little bit harder. Most of my grades were borderline grades. Like a lot of them were. I had a lot of like 88s, 89s that could have, like, if I just worked a little harder, I could have gotten an A on them. And I can think of specific times when I slacked a little. I could have gotten an A if I had worked a little bit harder. And some of my grades were on the edge, like I barely got them during the finals. Some didn't go up. But essentially, if I worked a little harder, I could have gotten straight A's. If I worked a lot harder, I would have done great. So ultimately, that's just kind of how I felt. But I'll be honest, like towards the end of the semester, I did definitely pick up my effort like the last few weeks, and I did like do my best. And ultimately, you know, the last 2 weeks of school, I'm proud of my work. I can actually say, you know what, I'm proud of what I did. Early in the semester, not so much, because like I kind of like did slack a bit, and I could work just a little bit harder. But really, in the semester, I did pick up my game, and I did the best I could. So I'm honestly proud of my work I put in the last semester, the last bit of the semester, because I did work really hard the last like few weeks. And there were some failures too. I didn't like fail any finals, but okay, so my bio lab, I literally screwed up. I mixed up the date. I thought it was due the second week of finals week. It was due the first week of finals week. I went hunting, I came back, I realized I missed the final. Luckily my teacher let me take it with a point deduction and like minimize time, I guess. I was able to get like a decent score on it. I don't know what my grade is in the class yet, but it's a 1 credit class, so it's not gonna affect my GPA much. I didn't fail the class though. I still got a decent grade in the class, but I could have like, I'm not really mad at myself for that because I was really busting my ass the last couple weeks. But that's basically what I could have done for grades. I could have just worked a little bit harder and could have gotten a bit better. Additionally too, I feel like, you know, with like, I'm gonna talk about lifting real quick. I do feel like I did really good with lifting. I can really work on my sleep. I need to get a better schedule. And honestly, if I just rejected hedonism completely, just stopped playing on my phone so much at times, I would be able to do that. That's just really what I can do as far as that. As far as lifting goes, I feel like I did pretty good though. Now, as far as me building a social life, this is the one area I really feel like this is one area I feel like I really need to focus on next semester a lot because, like I said, I met new people, I met some interesting people in some of my classes, made some friends, I'm good friends with my roommates. I'm like a church group, but ultimately, you know, I wanted to make more friends this year, hang out more, do more stuff. I feel like I really didn't do that yet, and to be honest, like, it's just part of one of my natural tendencies. I've noticed, like, I'm a person that's very introverted. There's times I just like to be alone and just don't like, just like my own company, right? One of my tendencies, which is not really good, is when I get really busy with like school, like especially towards the end of the semester, like school and lifting and just everything else, I can really just tend to get too caught up in that, kind of neglect my social life. And really, you know, I have to make an effort to not do that. And I'll make sure next semester I'm not gonna do that again. Or I'll stay on top of my bullshit, that way that tendency doesn't pop up. But I'm really gonna make an effort next semester to be going out and meeting more people. I'm gonna talk about my plan to just improve myself overall after I go through what I could have done better. But additionally too, as far as like getting closer to God, I feel like I did pretty good with this, but I do feel like I could have read the Bible a bit more. Like I kind of became complacent for a couple months, but the past month I've really started to try to like, read more of the Bible, just understand it more, be more active in prayer, and I feel like that has helped me a lot more. and I feel like I can just continue to just work towards that too. So I need a better schedule. I kind of went over that. Oh yeah, another big one is I want to really grow this YouTube channel. I'll be honest, guys, I feel like my channel hasn't really grown at all since like the beginning of the semester. I literally think I've been stuck at roughly the same subscriber count since like September. I might have gained like 1 subscriber, and I filmed like, I took a month break almost from YouTube. I was just so busy with school and stuff. I'm not making excuses. I just didn't make it a priority. I'm not gonna make excuses for myself, but I just didn't film for like a month, and I really couldn't grow my channel. I didn't really promote it as much as I used to. During the summer, guys, I was like, my channel was growing fast because I was promoting it so much. I think it was a new thing too, so there's probably a little more hype around it. But, you know, my channel, I feel like I didn't really grow it much. I look like at my new videos, like I was looking through my YouTube channel, like my old videos had like unique thumbnails. I'd find pictures online, or I'd like take certain specific screenshots of my videos. A lot of them just have like whatever random thumbnail whenever like it was assigned to whenever I posted the video. So I kind of just haven't put as much effort into YouTube. Now, I did increase my efforts again, but honestly, I feel like, I didn't really make the content I need to grow and to work towards my purpose. I'm making a big announcement actually upcoming in the next week or so, but that's kind of like what I feel like I could have done. So now that we're gonna really, now I kind of talked about like what I didn't accomplish, I'm gonna get into the positive part. Talk about how I'm gonna improve my life, how I'm gonna improve my situation. So right off the bat, I'm gonna work harder in school. I'm gonna work a little bit harder, okay? I'm gonna be making it a habit to study every day. Instead of making a habit as soon as I get home to sit on my ass and play on my phone, my new habit's gonna be open a book and study, open a PowerPoint and study, take some notes, do some practice, work on homework. I'm gonna make that my new go-to stress reliever, even though it's not really a good stress reliever. But that's really just what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna literally try to become a nerd again. Additionally, I'm gonna be trying to go to some SI sessions. I only did that one time this semester, and it's for a group project. I'm actually gonna go and try to get supplemental instructions, just so I can make sure I do great in these classes and ace them. Just make sure I study for tests, additionally far ahead time too. Work on projects instead of procrastinating, which I didn't fully procrastinate this year on anything, but I did like definitely put stuff off till the last week, and it made it a lot harder. But I'll make sure I don't do that again. Oh yeah, and another thing too that's gonna help me with sleep and also lifting too is, I think it's gonna help me with school and also lifting too is gonna be getting more sleep. Sleep is important for optimal functioning, guys. I'm pretty tired now, and I'm obviously not optimally functioning, so if I actually get more sleep, I'll do better in school. That's pretty much my plan for school. As far as meeting more people goes, I'm really just gonna make it an effort. I'm gonna try to go to more school events. I'm gonna join some more clubs, possibly. I'm actually gonna look into joining a church or something, just so I can meet more people with the same beliefs as me. But I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna try to train more people at the gym instead of just like always training by myself, which I have good workouts for myself, but honestly I feel like I can have great workouts with other people too, so I'm actually gonna try to maybe train with more other people at the gym. Just talk to more people in general, go to like SI sessions, just try to overall make an effort to put myself out there more, because I feel like I went out and did stuff, but I didn't really just put myself out there as much as I could. I'm gonna put more effort into doing that and work towards my purpose again, making my YouTube channel. When you work towards your purpose, you'll attract the right kinds of people in your life. I say it all the time, and it's true. But as far as like just focusing on getting closer to God, I just need to keep reading the Bible, keep staying active in prayer. Instead of like just like reading a bit before bed, I'm actually trying to like do deeper Bible study and just learn more. But that's kind of like my plan, is to get closer to God. I'm also gonna be talking about it more on my channel. I feel like that will actually help me too. But that's basically my plan for growing closer to the highest one. As far as getting on a better schedule goes, what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm kind of like gonna go like a military mode. I'm just really trying to live a super disciplined life right now. I'm literally taking these freezing cold showers, which I'm gonna make a video on. I'm taking freezing cold showers. I'm gonna start waking up super early every day, if that's what I need to do. Because honestly, I don't think you need to wake up super early to have a good productive life, but you can't be sleeping in like late in the day like I'll do when I have free time, you know? But sometimes you have to go to the other extreme to do that. If it works great for me, I'll do it, but that's just what I need to do to balance things out. That's what I'll do. But I would actually like to get a super like regimented early morning schedule. I get up around 3 to 6 a.m. every day. That'd be really cool, but I'm gonna start waking up earlier. What else do I have? Oh yeah. Now I'm gonna talk about this channel and working on my purpose specifically as far as this channel goes and just future goals. So I actually have a big announcement I'm gonna make in the next week. I just wanna get some more videos out before I do, because I don't know, you'll see. It's gonna be a good announcement though, and I'm hoping I can help more people through this and also really benefit myself too. But as far as growing my channel goes, I'm really gonna put a lot of effort into growing this channel. Instead of like filming these, I'm gonna put more effort in my videos. I feel like a lot of my videos I made, I said like I took a month. A lot of it was just like kind of like generic like advice I always say. These like short clips. Actually, I think it's good, but ultimately, you know, same kind of stuff I've been saying. I'm not gonna be trying to make more unique content. I'm still gonna make the life advice videos, but I'm really gonna try to focus more on making fitness videos too. I know I said they're more work, but because especially my announcement I'm gonna be making soon, I need to be making more fitness videos because I wanna influence more people with this. And I have a lot of knowledge in this, so it's just what I need to do. But this dryer's going kind of freaking me out. It was like thumping or something. But anyways, I'm going to be shifting my channel more in the direction of fitness content, just doing what I can as far as that goes, and just really trying to pump this content out. And I have a whole video schedule this week actually. I might change it up. I'm really going to be trying, with it being break, I have a lot of time. I'll be making a big effort to try to film like a lot of videos this break and getting one posted maybe. This thumping is low-key creeping me out. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways though, I'm just making it a big effort to really just focus on filming videos and editing one maybe every day, getting it posted to my Instagram and YouTube. But once I get my videos posted, I'm not only just gonna stop there, I'm also gonna make sure I promote it. So I'm gonna probably promote it, I'm gonna promote it on Instagram, but also Facebook. A lot of my family goes on Facebook, and my family tends to be very supportive of my YouTube channel, so I feel like that'll help me grow. Additionally, I can probably get, maybe even post on Snapchat. I feel like some of the people on Snapchat though, like, they might not like what I'm saying. I feel like I'll offend a lot of them. I know a lot of heathenists on Snapchat, I'm not saying they're bad people, but I know they'll probably get butthurt by some of the stuff I say. But that's my plan. I'm really just gonna be promoting my channel. I might consider doing it on TikTok too. I haven't decided, but I feel like I'd actually get some good growth from TikTok too. I'm really just gonna make an effort to promote my videos, make unique videos and more fitness content. That way I can really just get more like specific content out there, just really grow this channel. I'm gonna be filming more and editing more too as well. But additionally, that's basically just my plan to grow my channel. It's part of my purpose. It's what I need to do, and I'm just gonna keep working on all these areas of my life. Oh yeah, one more thing too I forgot to mention is I need to get a new job too. Because IHOP was great. It's not a bad job, but the one I work out is far away from my place. I kind of got the job not thinking about how far away it was. I have to get rides from a roommate to get there or take a bus, and it just doesn't work out. So I need to get a new job there. It's not a bad place to work. I actually liked it a lot. It's just, I'm also trying to aim for a more specific job aimed towards physical therapy, since I am trying to go into that. But that's as far as my new job goes. But essentially, that's the summary of my semester, guys. How I did, what I did wrong, what I'm gonna do better for the future, and how I'm gonna improve my life and just work towards my purpose, guys. Just remember, guys, you know, I'm not disappointed in myself. I feel like I actually did pretty good considering all the stuff I had and a lot of like the setbacks I've had, but I could have worked a little harder and just done a little bit better. And if I worked a lot harder, I would have done a lot better. But that's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna learn from this, from the mistakes I made, just learn from this and just grow and be a better person. That's all I can do with anything, guys. This wasn't a failure, but I can always, of course, learn and become a better person. That's the mindset you need to have. You remember to stay humble in your life. But I just need to get my life set before next semester, just get in a rhythm, just nail it, and then once the next semester starts, just own it. That's all I have to say today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Look forward to a good amount of YouTube videos this winter break, and I'll see y'all in the next video.